Taking the high road. Here's some interesting scriptures. Luke 12:47 through 48. That servant who knows his master's will and does not get ready or does not do what his master wants will be beaten with many blows. But the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the one who has been trusted with much, much more will be asked. The next one, Romans 12:17 through 18. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everybody. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. The last one, James 4:17. Anyone, then, who knows the good he ought to do and doesn't do it sins. Those are heavy scriptures. There's a lot of truth in there that applies to our relationships. Now, all of our relationships require us to take the high road at times. Difficult relationships with difficult people are going to require us to take the high road more often, and it's going to be tougher. So this applies to all our relationships, but it's going to be harder when we're dealing with lots of challenges, chronic problems, chronic stressors, dysfunctional dynamics, lots of stuff going on. So how do you take the high road? Well, you do what's right even when the other person does what's wrong. So your response, your reaction to the other person's wrong is to still do what's right in the eyes of God and what would be right and healthy and good in the relationship, as it said, for other people to see your reaction. You apologize for your part, even if it's 0.5% and the other person's is 99.5%. You take responsibility for your part and you say, I was wrong for what I did. Now, it might be, I'm not comfortable with what you did, but I don't like the way I responded. I'm sorry for how I responded. You might be able to say that because that allows a person to still hear that you're not comfortable with what they did. But if you can't say that without getting into this huge argument and it's a problem, then you might want to just say, I'm sorry for how I reacted. I'm sorry for how I responded. I'm sorry for my attitude. And you take responsibility for that, even if the other person doesn't apologize back, and they probably won't if it's a difficult relationship. You have to treat the other person how you would want to be treated. That's a really good measure. Remember that golden rule that we were taught as children, and that's in the Bible, that talks about doing to others as you would have others do to you. So you treat this person how you would want to be treated. You take care of your responsibilities in the relationship, even if that person doesn't take care of their responsibilities. You have to seek out people that you know were offended by you, even if you don't think you did something that caused them to be offended. You make that first move. The next one is that you go and do whatever it takes to try to repair that broken relationship, even if you have something that you're upset about that the other person did. So you're going to go to those who feel offended by your actions, and you're going to go to those to try to repair the relationship who have offended or hurt you. So that is how you take the high road in relationships. It's not fair. It doesn't feel just. It doesn't feel right when our nature says, I want to punch back. I want to do the same. If you don't do that for me, I don't want to do it for you. If you don't do it, I'm going to get back at you by not doing it. That's not taking the high road. Taking the high road is doing the exact opposite of what you feel like you should do when somebody mistreats you. So you're responsible before the Lord to use your abilities, your knowledge, your strengths, your awarenesses to do what's right in relationships, even if the other person doesn't. Thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship.